You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktail Series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes!
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STEW to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU.
You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
Do you want that real sports talk? Unfiltered, unsanitized? Well, you have found it. This is a revolution in radio. The realest, trillest sports talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show. This is sports talk for the people. Yes! What's happening? Fantastic Friday. It is a fantastic Friday. And it's being a fantastic Friday. You know what we got to do. We got to bring it back. Woo! It's Friday, baby. I feel good. I feel good. Yes. Yes, sir. This is the Doug Stewart Show. And it is a fantastic Friday, a football Friday as well. We always talk football. A lot of great stuff to get into. You can email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com, or you can give me a call. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also hit me up on the Spreaker chat. All right? The Spreaker chat is the way to go. Yeah, I'm bringing it back for a third time. I know. Woo! All right. Calm down, man. I feel good, though. Feeling good, feeling great. How about you? Yeah. Some crazy things happening in the world of sports, and we're going to talk about them all. Once again, the easy way to be totally interactive with the Doug Stewart Show is to hit me up on the Spreaker chat on Spreaker.com. Shouts out to everybody already in the chat room. Shouts out to Mocha Bella, Texas Ty, Vern from Jersey, Jungle Brother, That Ninja, Rel Scott, Juan Cruz. Shouts out to y'all, man. Thank you so much for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. is where we talk about sports, obviously. I mean, that's what we do. We talk about sports as well as we talk about whatever dudes are talking about. And we welcome the ladies. I mean, we love the ladies. We love the ladies. So, I mean, it's mostly dude talk and conversation you'd have in the barbershop, but, I mean, we welcome the ladies as well. I need you to pass the word on the show, too. Tell at least one person, and I really would appreciate it. All right, so a lot of stuff to get into. We got a great show lined up for you as we do every single day. Today, I'm kind of calling today's show, outside of a Fantastic Friday, I'm calling it also the Atlanta Hawks Virtual Pep Rally. Yes. The Atlanta Hawks Virtual Pep Rally. Oh, man, and I don't know why I didn't think of it until I started, trying to set up today's show, and then I brought up the term pep rally. Man, I remember when I was in high school, we used to have at Berkeley High School in the great city of Moncks Corner, South Carolina, we used to have a pep rally every Friday for the football team, and I'm sure most schools do this, most high schools do this, but the way our pep rally went down is they got all of the players to come out in the middle of the field, and we had on our little jerseys, and the whole student body was on the home side of the bleachers at the stadium, and, the principal would get up there, and they say something goofy, and, the mascot would be out there, and it was crazy. And it was crazy, and it was just energetic, and music blasting in the background, and it was crazy. So today, in kind of that theme, we're trying to get these Atlanta Hawks this win tonight in Washington. All right, Game 6 of their series against the Washington Wizards. And I feel like, and especially based on what we saw last night, which we'll get into in a second, I feel like the Hawks need to get it done tonight. So instead of waiting and doing this on a Game 7, today on the Doug Stewart Show, ATL Ho. Yeah, ATL Ho. We're going to get the Hawks this win, and today we're going to have a virtual pep rally on the show. And what that means is ATL-centric music, kind of like some ATL fight songs, have you? And then we also got a special appearance, a special guest today on the show. The great Pastor Troy is going to join us a little bit later. We ready? We ready? We ready? That guy, Pastor Troy. So he's going to come on a little bit later in today's show. Probably the greatest, if you're talking about an anthem for a city and for a state, because Pastor Troy isn't actually from Atlanta. I think he's from Augusta or something like that. But if you're talking about a fight song for a city and a state, and I'm talking across the board nationally, there's probably not a greater, more respected fight song than Pastor Troy, No More Playing GA. And so today we're going to have him on wishing the Hawks good luck. He's going to be like the Hawks' good luck charm. They need to get it done tonight. They don't need to piss around with these Washington Wizards as the LA Clippers did last night. And we're going to get into that hot and heavy. So we'll talk about some NBA. We'll also talk about Deflategate, more news on Deflategate. And I know you're tired of Deflategate, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I know you're tired of it. I'm tired of it too, but that's what the people are talking about. They're still talking about Deflategate, so we're going to get into that conversation as well. The Seattle Seahawks got a player that says he wants to come home, speaking of Georgia. Jalen Rose and Chris Webb are battling it out. Le'Veon Bell says that he's going to do his time. And also, man, an incredible poll. And I'm sure you've heard about this, but we got to talk about this, man. A poll was done. And people were talking about, if LeBron James and Michael Jordan played a game of one-on-one basketball, what would happen? The results of said poll are just incredible. I mean, they're unbelievable. So we'll talk about that today as well. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. But once again, the easy way is to jump in the chat room on Spreaker.com and be totally interactive. They're kind of like my co-host, my wingman. All right? The Stewies is what I call you in the chat room. So follow the show on Spreaker.com. Follow the show on Spreaker.com, and then hit the little chat bubble and be totally interactive. All right, if you've been under a rock, you may have missed this, but the Houston Rockets win Game 6 of their series last night against the L.A. Clippers, coming back from 19 points. And look at the title of the show. Remember now, they are the Clippers. And I don't know if the Clippers are, they practice on an Indian burial ground or something like that. But the Clippers are the Clippers. Don't forget that. And last night you saw Josh Smith go crazy. You saw a couple of the backups and a couple of the secondary guys on this Houston Rocket team just go crazy. And you're talking about Terrence Jones and Corey Brewer and those guys just having a fantastic game. Dwight Howard has a solid game as well, going 7-12 from the field. And Josh Smith, as I mentioned, 19 points, goes 4 from 7 from three-point land, and that's a bad thing. If you're from Atlanta and you remember when Josh Smith played here in this city, you know that that's actually not a good thing. Well, you might say to yourself, well, the guy hit a couple of three-pointers. How could that not be good? It can't be good, and it's not good because now he's going to try to shoot more. That's exactly what's going to happen. Josh Smith is going to try to shoot more. So they got a Game 7, and unbelievable. The Clippers were up by 19 points in the second half, and they just piss it away. But once again, remember, they are the Clippers. They are the Clippers. So what are your thoughts on that? And also, oh, boy, the Cleveland Cavaliers handled their business last night, beating the brakes off the Chicago Bulls, 94-73. They go on to the Eastern Conference Finals, and congratulations to them. I mean, what more can you say? What more can you say? LeBron James, 15 points, and a very efficient 15 points. A big guy out of this game, and a guy that's been doing fantastic all year long, but in particular in the playoffs, I've really noticed him, is Tristan Thompson. He gets 17 boards last night, and the Cavaliers go on to win their game. And I think it kind of looked to me like the Bulls basically they ran out of gas. I don't know if they ran out of gas or they quasi-quit last night on Tom Thibodeau, which is a question about him being back next year. This wasn't a good-looking series. They lose in 6 games. But once again, this is the reason why I think that this year's playoffs and whoever wins this year's NBA Finals and becomes the champion this year in the league, this year you have more opportunity than others for a team from nowhere to win this thing. I mean, seriously. And the reasons why I didn't think the Bulls could do it came to surface in this series. Okay, just the consistency, the chemistry, the fact that they didn't get back Derrick Rose until late in the season. I think that all came to light, and it ultimately ended up hurting them. Injuries as well. So the Bulls are out. I'm happy that Derrick Rose made it through the season, technically through the playoffs without injuring himself again. But the Bulls are out, and the Cavaliers are moving on. Wow. What are your thoughts on the NBA playoffs, the games from last night? We got to get into that conversation. I'll read a lot of chat on the Doug Stewart Show. All right, once again, you're kind of like my co-host, my wingman. The funnest show in America right here on the Doug Stewart Show. Totally interactive, totally fun, real takes, real opinions, the realest, trillest, most unfiltered sports talk show in America, the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. The Doug Stewart Show. The place where the real players play.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
The Doug Stewart Show.
That's a brand name.
like Pepsi. That's a brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
The Doug Stewart Show. If you ain't stewing, what the hell are you doing? Yeah! What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers and compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years' experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge to work for you, so they can get you the best possible settlement or solution to your tax problems. Highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they've helped thousands of people solve their tax problems. So, don't play around. Click on their link on my website and let 911 Tax Relief help you in your situation with Uncle Sam. What them Hawks gonna do, shawty? What them Hawks gonna do, shawty? Like I'm from Atlanta, shawty. Yeah! This is the virtual pep rally on the Doug Stewart Show. Let's go, Hawks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show today. This is a fantastic Friday. May 15th, 2015. The Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally is what I'm calling it as they go to Washington tonight to try to handle their business, and I hope they handle their business. I don't want it to go to a Game 7. They can win this game tonight. What are your thoughts on Hawks Wizards tonight? As well as you also have the Grizzlies in their series with the Golden State Warriors. What are your thoughts on that game as well? And also got to still get your opinions about what happened last night with the Houston Rockets. Who the hell are those Houston Rockets? I mean, what? Well, where the hell did that come from? You know, Josh Smith and Dwight Howard. And, you know, I've been very critical of them dudes. And will continue to be very critical of them dudes. I will say this, though. When we had Josh Smith, and if you remember on the 2 Live Stews, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show right now, if you remember on the 2 Live Stews, whenever the city came down hard on Josh Smith, whenever he did something boneheaded, whenever he took 3 or 4 3-pointers and hit nothing but air, and the city came down on him real hard, I always tried to be objective and look at the other side. Yes, Josh does make a lot of bonehead mistakes. Yes, Josh doesn't seem like as he's giving you maximum effort, but don't get it twisted. Josh Smith was probably the most exciting thing that we've had in this city over the last decade as far as the Atlanta Hawks are concerned. I mean, he was. I mean, the guy, they called the place the Highlight Factory, and Josh Smith won the slam dunk contest. So I'm not saying that he doesn't bring something to the table as far as excitement, or he didn't bring something to the table as far as excitement. But the negatives, I think, in most people's minds in this city far outweigh the positives. It's as simple as that. But very talented. Very talented. Remember, Josh Smith is one of them dudes that came straight out of high school, Oak Hill Academy. Actually was very good his first couple of years here in Atlanta. And Josh was a stat stuffer. He was one of them dudes that get you rebounds. He'd get you block shots. He'd do everything. But for some reason, and I've said this many times before, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I've said this many times before, Josh Smith feels like that he should be, or his game should resemble more of like Steve Kerr or Steph Curry than a Dennis Rodman, and a guy that does all of the dirty work and just, you know, makes a living and makes a name and a reputation from being a hustler. If Josh Smith were to just be a hustler and go after loose balls and block shots and do all the dirty work, I mean, his reputation, his legacy would be so much greater in the game of basketball, but that's not the case. The guy wants to be freaking B.J. Armstrong or something like that, you know, and I mentioned his name yesterday as well. So I don't know what it is, man, but he had a great game last night. They found a way to come back from 19 points down, and now it's a Game 7 in Houston. Yeah, and I haven't seen the line yet, and I'll try to find that, and what's that going to be in that Game 7, but you got to believe that the home team is going to be favored. And James Harden, even though he had a solid game last night, James Harden-type game and 23 points. He hadn't really exploded like he has this entire season. Chances are the Houston Rockets are going to win this series. And the Clippers are going to miss an opportunity. And I don't know who to blame more about last night, the players or Doc Rivers for giving away this lead. But they're gonna regret this probably. I don't know. A lot of people are probably thinking that the Clippers are a better team, and they really look like that throughout this series. But this is not a good scenario going back to Houston in a Game 7 with everything on the line like this. And listen, once again, like I said a little while ago about Josh Smith, they got talent. The Rockets got talent. Can that talent show up on that particular night? A lot of times it doesn't if you're talking about Dwight Howard. But, it could on this Game 7. And then your ass is going home if you're the Clippers. It's as simple as that. Your ass is going home. Yeah. And on the other side of it, last night in the playoffs, the Cavaliers get it done and winning their series against the Chicago Bulls, 94-73, just a blowout win. And LeBron James, 15 points, 11 assists, 2 blocks. Jimmy Butler, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And you know what was interesting last night as well about this game of the Chicago Bulls is the fact that Derrick Rose really didn't get off. And they had the Dellavedova guy guarding him most of the night that I can remember. And by the way, he had a great game as well, the most points that he's ever scored this season in the NBA. Last night for the Cleveland Cavaliers, he has a great night, 19 points. He guarded Derrick Rose very well. Really, I don't want to say shut him down, but damn near shut him down in relative terms. If you're talking about Derrick Rose and the fantastic player that he is, he actually shut him down. So the Cavaliers advance, and now the question is, what will they do in the Eastern Conference Finals? Will the fact that they don't have Kevin Love not hinder them? They had a couple little issues last night with Kyrie Irving and injuries, kind of twisted his knee last night, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. And we'll see what happens with this Cavaliers team. This could be the 5th year in a row that LeBron James makes it to the finals. That's crazy. That's very, very interesting. So shouts out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, I didn't mention it earlier, but today as well, we give out boiled peanuts. Today's Boiled Peanuts Award. And so if you're new to the show, what the Boiled Peanuts Award is it's in effect an award that goes to the Buster of the Week. In sports. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And can I get Tree to jump on here for a second? Jump on your mic there for a second, Tree. And Tree's the producer to the Doug Stewart Show.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Okay, so I want to go across this list of Boiled Peanuts nominees.
Yes, let us do that.
The Clippers. I got a late entry for the Clippers for blowing a 20-point lead last night. Actually, a 19-point lead last night. Trying to make their first Western Conference Finals in team history, so they're nominated for a Boiled Peanuts Award. The Bulls losing at home by 20 points to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes, sounds right.
The Patriots lawyers, and you've heard this story about, their rebuttal to Deflategate, and we'll talk about that in the next segment. But the Patriots are nominated in general, just in general for all this Deflategate for the last week or so. Tom Brady in particular for not manning up and acknowledging that he was lying his ass off and that he's been cheating. So yes. He's nominated for Boiled Peanuts Award. Now, this might be the leader in the clubhouse, Tiger Woods, for allegedly paying a chick $15,000 and a trip to Red Lobster for some Nutsi. So Tiger Woods is nominated for a Boiled Peanuts Award. And the last nominee, and I really hate to do this, is you, Tree. You're nominated as well because, somehow you played the teacher's pet the other day and tried to correct the damn teacher and me. And so the listeners, the dogs, the poodles, and the Stewies nominated you for a Boiled Peanuts Award.
Okay, I'm gonna correct you one more time. You nominated me.
Who,
not
me?
Them.
I don't remember it going down like that, but okay.
But all right, cool.
Yeah, so you're nominated. You're nominated, Tree.
I don't mind being in the news every week.
Yeah, yeah, magically, you've been nominated like every single week. I mean, what's going on here?
It's your show.
I don't want to nominate you, Tree. You my peoples. I mean, you like my little sister. I don't want to nominate you. I mean, it hurts me more than it hurts you. I mean, trust me on that, Tree. Like my old man used to tell me right after he used to whoop my ass. This is going to hurt me more than it's hurting you.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is the Doug Stewart Show. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We do birthdays as well. Let me go ahead and do your birthdays right now. Ray Lewis turns 40 years old today. Tree, I'm sorry. Jump on one more time.
Yes, sir.
Did you see this newest Ray Lewis video on Facebook? He's like preaching again.
He's very hard to receive from because he's shouting at me.
Well, I mean,
what he's saying is very relevant and truth. But, bruh, I'm right here.
Bruh.
I need a still small voice.
And listen to this, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I'm a guy that believes, I don't like, some people would call Ray Lewis a drama queen. I wouldn't call him a drama queen because I really believe that's his personality. He's always been the leader. He's always been the rah-rah guy. I respect that. But it's almost like it's a little bit too much now. Like every opportunity he gets, and he's my frat brother and everything recently became, and it's just like overkill. Like every other time I turn around, he's preaching about something, bruh.
Someone's telling him to do that. I trust, but maybe you can work it out where I can go and do a little grooming of him. Since you don't like to be corrected, maybe he would accept my correction.
That's probably not going to happen. I mean, don't get it twisted. I love Ray Lewis, fantastic player, probably the best linebacker I've ever seen play the position in my life. But damn, man, you always preaching to me. Emmitt Smith is 46 years old today. Happy birthday to Emmitt Smith. One of the best backs in football. Not top 5 or anything like that, though. Ron Simmons, wrestler, turns 57 years old today. Happy birthday to him. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame back in 2012. Dan Patrick is 59 years old today. And Chaz Palminteri, and I'm sorry, I didn't practice that word anymore. Palminteri. Okay, so Chaz Palminteri. You know who that is? You know who Chaz Palminteri is? He's the guy. He's the lead, mob dude in A Bronx Tale. So happy birthday to him, man. And it's also saying here that he played in Usual Suspects. I don't remember him from Usual Suspects. Usual Suspects. But if you saw Bronx Tale, he was the main mob boss guy. And if you don't know, my favorite genre of movies are mob movies. And so, yeah, the Bronx Tale was fire. That was a good one. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we got to talk about the latest response to Deflategate from the New England Patriots. I mean, like my grandmama said, just go sit your ass down somewhere. Just go sit down somewhere. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com. The virtual Atlanta Hawks Pep Rally. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Oh, boy. Yeah. Get it done tonight. You better get it done tonight, baby. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, May 15th, 2015. And it is a fantastic Friday. We're going to have Pastor Troy on a little bit later in today's show. Kind of like we're going to use him as like a good luck symbol for the Atlanta Hawks, because Pastor Troy is totally Atlanta-centric, totally Georgia-centric. And somebody put in the chat room, and I saw this, who is Pastor Troy? First of all, sir, you are nominated for a Boiled Penis Award. That you don't know who the great Pastor Troy is. And I'm going to put you down for a Boiled Penis nominee, sir. But Pastor Troy had the greatest, and I'll probably play it a little bit later today. As a matter of fact, there's another Georgia-centric fight song type song out there. It's not really a fight song, but it's a Georgia-centric song that totally gets me hyped about Atlanta. I'm going to play in the next segment, that we're going to play in the next segment, so stay tuned for that. But Pastor Troy had the song Ain't No More Playing GA, and where he was going off, him and Master P had some type of beef before. And I'm going to ask him about that when we get him on the show later on today. But Pastor Troy, if you're from Georgia, if you're from Atlanta, you know who Pastor Troy is. I don't know if he's had any other big hits. And I don't even know if you're not from here or you weren't living here at the time when that song was out, that you would know him. Like, I'm pretty sure people in Tacoma, Washington don't know who Pastor Troy is. Probably not, because I don't think the song was played on that national of a level. Maybe it was. I don't know. But, yeah, Pastor Troy is definitely a Georgia and ATL thing. As we wish the Atlanta Hawks good luck tonight in Washington. Yes. Let me read some of your chat here from Marvin Jr., that dude that shot George Zimmerman and missed. Yeah, I'm not going to put him on the list, though. If you haven't heard that story, George Zimmerman got in another little fracas this week. Like, how many times this guy been in and out of jail? And he was supposedly the good guy in this whole thing with Trayvon Martin. I mean, domestic violence, getting shot at, in and out of jail, brandishing weapons, and he was the good guy. He was the guy that America was trying to apologize for. And yeah, so somebody shot at his ass the other day and they missed. They shot out of his window or something, and some of the fragments from the window hit him in the face. And I think he got kind of like cut in the face or something like that, but they missed. From Rail Scott, deflated balls, Brady, Dwight Howard showing up with a salmon pink-colored suit and no socks. Now, the salmon-colored, suit, it wasn't that bad. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. All right, so the backstory on that. Dwight Howard showed up at the game last night against the Clippers wearing a salmon-colored suit. And salmon is a real fancy, bougie way of saying darker pink. I guess the best way to put it. So, but he showed up in a salmon-colored pink suit, and he didn't have any socks on. Now, let me say this. It's summertime, okay? And I know that, based on where you're from, your dressing style may vary greatly, okay? So I don't have a problem with the salmon-colored suit because we wear bright colors in the South. He's from Atlanta, so that's not a problem at all. I actually like it. I like the actual color of the suit. That's not a problem at all. But the no socks, no way. No way, Jack. No way. As a matter of fact, I'm nominating his ass. I like the suit, but I'm nominating his ass. I'm nominating his ass for Ball Penis Award right now, just for that. Dwight. Bear with me. Howard. I had to do this a couple times this week. F-O-R-D, period. So Dwight Howard is now nominated for a Boyle Penis Award. He is. And I also forgot to add Bobby Bowden for calling out Jameis Winston. And I also had to add Paul Pierce. Thank you, Stewies, for all of the late entries. But the voting and the nominees are closed now. Yeah. How you 7 foot wrong, 7 foot tall, walking around with a suit and no socks? And then whenever I think about that, and I hate to do it, but I think back to Dwight Howard grabbing another man's testicles a couple months ago. And so it's just not a good look. Like, now that I think about it, he probably shouldn't wear a pink suit or pink nothing. Grabbing somebody's tickle berries. I mean, you should never do that. From T. Pitts, Brady and the two equipment guys that he and the past organization paid off before this appeal. Gary joined a BPA. I voted for Ricky Hatton. I saw that yesterday. What did Ricky Hatton do? And I'm sorry I don't know the story, and I should have looked at it. Damn it. And I will look at it during the break. What did Ricky Hatton do? I'm going to guess it's something dealing with Mayweather-Pacquiao. Maybe he called Mayweather a punk or something. I don't know, but I'll find out exactly what that's all about because I've seen that a couple times in the chat room, people talking about Ricky Hatton should be nominated. And, I took a lot of hits to the head, and I keep forgetting to go and find out what the story is. From Mocha Bella, BPA to Tom Brady, Bobby Bowden, Amtrak train conductor, Teddy Bruschi. Oh, damn, I said the polls are closed already. Tiger Woods and the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, all of those deserve nominations. All right, damn it, it's my show. I'm going to add one more name. I'm going to add Teddy Bruschi to the list as well. I'm not going to write it down. It'll take me too long. But Teddy Bruschi is now added to the list as well. All right, that ninja, Tom Softball Brady. Tom Softballs Brady. That's funny. The man that shot and missed one of the many kill zones of George Zimmerman. Doug Stewart for not remembering how to say Southern player-listed Cadillac funky music. I'm not going to nominate myself. How dare you, sir? Yeah, yesterday, was it the day before, we were playing Outkast music on a Tuesday, on Tribute Tuesday. And, we were playing Outkast music, and I couldn't remember the name of that track. I mean, what do you mean?
You couldn't remember Big Boy's name.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I also couldn't remember how to say Southern player-listed Cadillac funky music. I mean, but damn, that's a long-ass name. That's not even a word, really. They made that damn word up, so I ain't mad about that. But, yeah, for some reason I had a brain fart about Big Boy. I couldn't remember Big Boy's name from Outkast the other day, but I'm not going to nominate myself. I'm just going to tell you that right now, Jack. From Philip Gaston. Doug for forgetting the Outcast member's name and Outcast Appreciation Day. Yeah, that's cute, but I'm still not going to nominate myself. No way, Jack. From George Griffin. The church that owns Friendship Towers in the ATL, there is no air conditioning in the homes, and they expect the tenants to withstand it until June 3rd. Wow. Black people will pull that crap now.
There's got to be more to that, though.
There's got to be more to that story.
Well, can I be honest with what came into my thought?
Go ahead.
This would be a great time for Creflo to go over and help.
But that's his money. That's his money. He's not going to do that, Tree.
And but maybe he's not going to do it because that's another man's thing. It's, situation.
Right.
But there's got to be more to that. They're not going to let those people just be out like that till June.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's unbelievable. From James Lynch, Friendship Church. Okay, that's the second person saying that. Vincent Wright, shouts out to Vince in Minnesota. Shouts out to you, Vince. He said, he said the Clippers. Let's see. More chat, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The great Pastor Troy, I see you, Doug. Scotty, the Bulls quit. Thibodeau just wore on them, and they all said, you got to go since none of them showed up to play. It was a home game, and embarrassing how they never fought back even after Kyrie got hurt. Yeah, I was trying to decipher whether last night I felt like the Bulls ran out of gas, and I guess that technically could be a good, valuable, believable, I guess is the better word, I'm sorry, way to look at what happened last night. Or did they just quit on Tom Thibodeau? And I'm tending to believe the latter, especially from the email just now from Scotty. Tom Thibodeau is probably going to be fired. And a lot of times, man, you have to bring in new people. You have to bring in new management, a new voice. Because your voice, and especially Tom Thibodeau, supposedly, like my man Scotty just says, is he wears on you. And you know how those type of guys are. They wear on you. And so you listen at the beginning and they get your attention. But as time goes by, more goes in and more goes out when you're talking about a guy like that. Fat Boy McCoon, Bulls didn't want it enough. Eugene Jackson, Atlanta, I need your team to win tonight. I want Atlanta to whip Cleveland's ass, pulling for ATL now. Can't stand Cleveland because LeBron James keeps defeating my Bulls. Eugene Jackson is rooting for the Atlanta Hawks? What? Eugene Jackson is one of the biggest Hawks haters I know. He's a Hawk hater and he's a Floyd Mayweather Jr. hater. And so now he's even come around and wanting to see the Atlanta Hawks win tonight in the playoffs. I think it'd be a big thing, man. I think it would be a huge thing if the Hawks can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like I said yesterday, I wouldn't bet on them against the Cavaliers, but I think it's a great step forward if they can make it to the Cleveland or to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think they're going to do that. I want them to do it tonight. Thus, we're having the virtual pep rally. Okay? I don't want it to go to 7. I mean, hell, they easily could have lost the other night. So I want them to handle their business, man. All right, when we get back from the break, man, y'all go a trip. I am coming back with the craziest, most ATL-centric music that you can think of. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034. 3034.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
I'd been talking about red rice, frogmore stew. Another one on the list, on number 13 on this list, is peanuts taste better boiled. Yes. And as God is my witness, my wife did not know people boiled peanuts and ate them. She did not. My wife's from Ohio. And yes, boiled peanuts, if cooked right, are the bomb.
Sports talk. Straight, no chaser.
All right, so I got to clear something up. and I don't even know why anybody's mind would even work like this, but evidently it's becoming a topic of conversation. In the last segment, I was talking about boiled peanuts, okay, that come from out of the ground, not boiled peanuts. And so, evidently there's some talk in the chat room about Doug talking about boiled man parts. No, peanuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. Peanuts, okay? What is it, P-E-A-N-U-T-S? Peanuts. No, man, not boiled peanuts. Come on, man. And I see Vern in here. Damn you, Vern. Ugh. Y'all know what the hell I was saying. This is the Doug Stewart Show. This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com.
Straight from the cave. Yeah, straight from the cave. You know what we're doing.
Below. Yeah! Ghetto Mafia, baby! ATL, stand up! ATL, ho!
Stay down, grind it on, stay real. Caught the clown, took his crown with the steel. Made moves, broke.
Stand up, ATL.
Deal, big
Where you at, Hawks?
500, SCL, DC, ATL.
Yes! Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. We got to bring that back one more time. Straight from the deck, baby. Let's go, Hawks. Let's go, Hawks. What the hell is a billow? Straight from the deck. All right, so if you're not from Atlanta, or you weren't in Atlanta over the last 15, 20 years, you may not get this, but trust me, my ATL people are standing up right now. Ghetto Mafia, where's Ghetto Mafia at right now? Huh? Straight from the deck. If you want to check out that whole song, go to YouTube and just check out Ghetto Mafia, Straight from the Deck. That's straight ATL right there. Ooh. Tree, jump on the mic for a second. Were you in Atlanta when that song was out? I'm sure you were.
Yes, I was.
Oh, my gosh. I love that track. I love that.
You know where they got that from, right?
I know it's definitely like a Isley Brothers song or something like that.
Al Green.
Al Green, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's definitely an old school feel to it. Straight from the deck.
I lived on Glenwood when that was out.
You did?
Yeah.
So you lived over in the deck. Decatur, for people not from Atlanta, the deck is Decatur, which is like a little, it's not really even a suburb. It's right, I mean, it's 10 minutes from Atlanta, from downtown Atlanta, you know. So you lived in Glenwood. I can't see you living on Glenwood.
I couldn't either. I got the hell out of there.
Okay,
but
so.
I did go to those flea markets over there because I couldn't.
Oh, yeah. I used to be at the flea markets, too. I remember I told a story about how I had me and a couple other dudes had a little independent record label.
Yeah.
We actually sold, I mean, that's how basically the business survived. We sold CDs, and now at that time, it was actually mixtapes. And in between when we started the company and when we finished the company, we started selling CDs. That's when we started selling CDs. So you're talking 96, 97 or something like that. So, yeah, we used to be at all of the flea markets in Atlanta, Georgia, doing like, what's it called when you give product?
Did you have a booth or?
We actually had a booth. We had a booth over.
Plastic.
Yes, we had a booth. We had a booth over in the Swats across from Greenbrier Mall. You know that flea market over there?
Yeah.
We actually had a booth over there, and we sold an ass of mixtapes. I'm telling you. But what's it called? Oh, consignment. Yeah. So we would take a lot of tapes and CDs when it became CDs to the little record, guys selling their own stuff and mixtapes or whatever at all of the different little flea markets in Atlanta. There's probably 10 at that time. There was probably 10 different flea markets, and we took all of our product all over, man. You know what the price was. They sold them for 10, and they gave us 5. And then we had our own booth over across from Greenbrier Mall, and so we sold, mixtape CDs for $10 or whatever, and we made money.
What was the rental fee on the booth?
Now, see, you digging into all of the business. Let me see. I mean, it was profitable. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was maybe like, I don't know, $150 a month or something like that.
I used to get my hair braided up in those flea markets too. Those Africans.
Yeah. Is the Greenbrier flea market still open?
I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody let me know.
Maybe we should do a man on the street, and I should go over there and troll around.
That's funny. I don't know, and I rarely go over to Greenbrier, which I love Greenbrier. I tell the story all the time. When I first moved to Atlanta and I went to Greenbrier Mall, I was like, what in the hell is going on? When you walk in Greenbrier, it's kind of a shock because for people that don't know, Greenbrier Mall is a 100% black mall. I mean, 100%. Like, everything from the security guards to the store owners, and now it's not a bootleg mall. It's got all of the big, department stores, like they've got Macy's, and I think they may have Sears or something like that. But, we ain't never seen nothing like that before where I'm from. And so Greenbrier Mall, if you're from Atlanta, you know Greenbrier Mall. But over across the street, right down the street, is this flea market, Greenbrier Flea Market. And I'm not sure if it's still open. I'm sure somebody in the chat will let me know if it's still open. But, yeah, shouts out to the Atlanta Hawks. Hope you get it done tonight. Don't waste your time, man. Handle your business tonight. All right, so obviously everybody's talking about the Patriots, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. This segment is brought to you by System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as little as $16.50 per month. They've been around for over 25 years. They've got all the latest and greatest technology. If you join up with System 5 and tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you, they'll give you a free driveway probe. And what that means is when someone drives into your yard, you'll be alerted. You'll get a text, a picture, or a video on your cell phone, your smart device, whatever that may be, and you'll know somebody's in your yard. All right, so it's a fantastic thing. So check them out online at System5, the number 5, electronicsinc.com. So the Patriots basically in a rebuttal to the Wells report for Deflategate and the appeal that's forthcoming that has come from Tom Brady, in effect of saying, you know, in a nutshell, they don't believe that the league has credibility based on what's happened over the last couple of months, really the last year with Roger Goodell and domestic violence. They also talked about the text messages from the Patriots' perspective and the fact that the way that everybody's kind of construing these text messages from the trainers' names, Jim McNally and John Jastrzemski, that, you know, they're looking at it the wrong way. Also, they're poking holes into the whole investigation with science, which people really don't care about that. And then the big thing that everybody's talking about in the rebuttal to the league in this Deflategate thing is that the Patriots are trying to say, listen to this now, the Patriots are trying to say that Jim McNally referred to himself as the deflator because he was trying to lose weight. Huh? What? Quote, Mr. Jastrzemski would sometimes work out and bulk up. He is a slender guy, and his goal was to get to 200 pounds. Mr. McNally is a big fellow and had the opposite goal, to lose weight. Deflate was a term they used to refer to losing weight. Are you for real, man? One can specifically see this use of the term in a November 30th, 2014 text from Mr. McNally to Mr. Jastrzemski when he says, quote, deflate and give somebody that jacket. That banter and Mr. McNally's goal of losing weight meant Mr. McNally was the deflator. All right, so just stop. And I'm sure you've heard in everybody's perspective on this that this is just totally ridiculous. No one talks about losing weight in the terms of deflating and deflated and deflator. So that's just ridiculous. And to me, everything in their rebuttal to the investigation by Mr. Wells loses all credibility when you start trying to say the term deflate is being used to talk about a dude losing weight. I mean, as simple as that. It's almost like they're grasping for straws right now. And it's a bad, bad look. It's as simple as that. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It's a bad, bad look by the New England Patriots. And they're making themselves even look worse. The deflator? Really? Really, son? Deflator? Deflated? Weight loss? Really? Just mysteriously, magically, we're talking about deflating footballs, and the term deflator, you're going to have us to believe, is being talked about in the terms of losing weight. I got a good mind to go ahead and give your ass a BPA right now, New England Patriots. I got a good mind, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to follow the system, and we're going to nominate the Boyle Peanuts Award winner a little bit later in today's show. So stay tuned for that. We're also going to talk to Pastor Troy a little bit later to find out what he's got going on. And he's going to wish the Atlanta Hawks good luck tonight in Washington in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Divisional Playoffs against the Washington Wizards. All right, when we get back from the break, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, I'll read more of your chat. We'll talk about these stories. Do not go away. System 5 Electronics is proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's just a few reasons to choose System 5. Not only is their monitoring station located here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own your security alarm system once it's installed. Not only have they been around for almost 25 years, but their customer service is excellent. And you get direct access to the owner, Mr. Maceo Brown, to resolve any issues with your alarm system. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or Give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. And make sure and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Yes!
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic Friday. Football Friday. Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally going down, baby. Good luck to the Hawks tonight as they head to the nation's capital to try to end their series against the Washington Wizards. And I thought about waiting because possibly this thing might go to 7, but I was like, damn that. We're going to take some preemptive measures, and we're going to do this pep rally today. It's a Friday. We used to do pep rallies when I was in high school on Fridays, and I feel like the Hawks need to get it done tonight. So today we're doing the Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally with Pastor Troy coming on a little bit later. Atlanta music. Good luck to the Hawks. Good luck to the Hawks. This segment is brought to you by National Debt Relief. They're one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditors and collection accounts worldwide. Their core services offer debt settlement as an alternative, and I'm pointing at the ceiling right now like a preacher. I repeat, an alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. So give them a call at 844-828-4975. Once again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out. Yes, sir. Boiled peanuts given out in the next segment. Stay tuned for that. Pastor Troy coming up a little bit later. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to read some of your chat, man. Thank you so much for the chat. Y'all make this show totally interactive, and I appreciate it. From J. Rob, he says, Doug, we need another hour at least on Friday. We working on it, man. We working on it. Speaking of Friday, today being Friday, speaking of Friday, man, you all the time have the ability to donate to the Doug Stewart Show. We are working towards trying to get that third hour. We now have T-shirts as well, And if you donate $20 or more to the Doug Stewart Show, we will send you the very first edition of the Doug Stewart Show T-shirt. All right? So go to my website, thedougstewartshow.com. There's a little button on the right. It's a button that says donate. Just click on that. It's through PayPal. It's very secure. If you send under $20, we'll still send you something, and we'll say thank you, as well as if you spend or you donate over $20 to the Doug Stewart Show, we will send you a T-shirt, the first run edition of the Doug Stewart Show T-shirt, all right? That's thedougstewartshow.com. We working on it, bruh. Trust me. We doing big things. A lot of big things popping. But we got to take baby steps. From J-Rob also, I thought the Bulls would be at least more competitive. Thibodeau is gone. I'm not sure he goes to New Orleans, especially since they're in the Western Conference. From Glenn Hicks, Hawks will win it all. Ooh, I hope so. I mean, listen now, let me make sure I go on record with this correctly for new people. I am rooting at this point for the Atlanta Hawks. Matter of fact, let me back up even a little bit more. I am a lifelong Los Angeles Lakers fan, okay? Lifelong. That will never change. Born and raised in the state of South Carolina. Started following the Lakers when, probably like in 83. The great Norm Nixon and all of those guys. Jamal Wilkes was on the team as well. So I'm always going to be a Laker fan, but I've been in Atlanta. This is my 20th year in the city. Anything Atlanta, I support. Bottom line. And so the Lakers not in the playoffs. I want the Atlanta Hawks to win an NBA championship. Bottom line. There's no doubt in that. Do I think they will? Probably not. That's the other side of it. Probably not. But I'm rooting for them, okay? I am rooting for the Hawks to win it all this year. If the Hawks don't win it all, then I think, and I'll probably want to see the Cavaliers win it because I think it'd be a great story. I think it'd be a cool story for LeBron to bring a championship back to Cleveland. So that's the order of things. I am rooting for the Hawks to win it all, to shock the world, and get it done. Not only to win tonight, but to win this year's NBA championship. I'm just not sure about it, though. I'm just not sure about it. From Vince Wright, they quit Doug, talking about the Bulls. William Mack, Bron been in the ECF 5 years in a row, Eastern Conference Finals. Time to leave that man alone and just appreciate greatness. Speaking of LeBron James, at some point today, I'm going to talk about this poll that was put out about if LeBron James and Michael Jordan were to play right now, what would happen? It's unbelievable. Stay tuned for that. That Ninja, they whistle whoop Houston, and they still won. Clay Davis, advisor. Doug, I believe Michael is encouraging Josh Smith to shoot threes. Let me tell you something right now. That's not a good thing that Josh Smith hit a couple threes last night because he's going to go for it the next game. In this game 7, I'm going to say over under Josh Smith shoots 7 3-pointers in this last game, in this game 7. Because of the success that he had last night, he's going to feel it. From James, the truck driver, the big truck driver. Clippers are the Clippers, laugh out loud. That's right, Clippers are the Clippers. William Mack. Josh was hitting step-back threes. What the hell, man? Yeah, it was shocking. It was shocking to see Josh Smith. And not only did he hit them, he hit a couple of them, nothing but bottom of the net. And, I mean, it was shocking to a person that's watched Josh Smith throughout his career. From that Ninja, give Houston credit, Doug. Oh, I am giving Houston credit. I'm giving credit to the Houston Rockets for that win last night. 19 points from behind. That shouldn't happen. I think in these situations, I always blame the coach. Because that just shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. From KC, the Clippers are who we thought they were. From Fred Mack, who is Pastor Troy? Never heard of. Dude, how dare you, sir? How dare you? You never heard of Pastor Troy? New sound effect. Come on, man. I mean, I gave you the little Pastor Troy story a little bit earlier. We're going to have him on the show. Later in today's show. From Montana Jones, Ray always been that way. Ray Lewis. Yeah, he's talking about Ray Lewis. Foul pay. Ray Lewis need to sit the hell down. Once again, I want to make sure I'm on record and saying this as well, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I really believe Ray Lewis, why it's more palatable is because I believe Ray Lewis is genuine with his thoughts and whenever he starts preaching. It's just sometimes it's just too much, man. It's just too much. Yes. Ray Lewis be preaching, man. Go ahead and preach. I think he's going to be a preacher. I think he's going to be a preacher. Every time I turn on social networks, he's preaching to somebody, man. From KC, Tiger needs to holler at Sap. Sap could have gotten 50 holes for $15K. Niner for Life. Tree don't mind getting nominated. Teflon. She has been the Teflon Don about this Boiled Penis Award lately. From Kicking It with Kissy. Like I said before, Tiger would have gotten about 20 chicks for $15K all at the same time. Back page orgy. Glenn Hicks. Tree. Doug is Lucius lining you. No, I'm not Lucius lining her. From Empire. John Fisher. This is the 7th time for Tree, but rest assured she won't win. You don't know that, sir. How dare you? What do you mean? Are you are you questioning the validity of the Boiled Penis Award? If Tree deserves it, Tree is going to get it. Trust me. And I know she might think that, I'm showing some type of favoritism. That's not the case. If Tree deserves it, Tree going to get it. If Tree deserves it, she's going to get it. If Mama called Tree, I'm going to call Tree. From Glenn Hicks. Tiger deserves it for 2 weeks. 1 for paying, 2 for paying $15K. A lot of people feel the same way. Like I said earlier, I think right now Tiger is the leader in the clubhouse. William Mack, that's coming up in about 8 minutes. William Mack, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Stop. Every ninja alive done tricked off with some ass in one form or another. Tiger don't belong on the list. Are you kidding me? For paying $15,000 alone, he belongs on this list, William Mack. Now, I don't know if you're trying to equate taking your girlfriend out to dinner in the hopes that you're going to get a little bit of bunkie later. I don't know if you're trying to equate that as being the same thing, but it's a big difference. One is, just a standard in America, and the other is clearly breaking a man law. Clearly. Miss Mocha Bella, no BPA for Tree, damn it. Damn, Mocha Bella cussing and whatnot. Niner for Life. Will Monty or Mark Jackson, one of these coaching vacancies? Will Monty or Mark Jackson get one of these coaching vacancies? I think Mark Jackson should get another job. And based on what Monty Williams has done with a tough situation down there in New Orleans with a bunch of young guys, I think he should get another job as well. We'll see. KC, Tree Gotti. Tree Gotti. Scotty, Tiger got all the damn money, but obviously he doesn't believe in taking ladies to supper, to upper-class eating establishments. Remember when Ellen whooped his ass, he was taking chicks to Perkins? Yeah, Tiger Woods, if you haven't heard this before, Tiger Woods is notoriously cheap. Like you've read, or you may not have, but maybe you've heard about stories where Tiger will go to restaurants and he doesn't tip anybody, and he's just cheap. And yeah, the chick that Tiger was having this little relationship with on the side, the little side chick, he was taking her to Perkins pancakes. Yeah, Tiger got like $1 billion. Like Tiger Woods is close to $1 billion, and he taking chicks to Perkins. I guess he's figuring that nobody's gonna recognize him in Perkins. I mean, the hillbillies that go to Perkins, they probably ain't golfing. They probably don't follow the sport of golf. So probably Tiger thought that was probably the most incognito place to go is Perkins. So I actually kind of get the thought process behind it. I kind of do. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we'll announce today's Boiled Penis winner. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So, you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. The Doug Stewart Show. The place where the real players play.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
The Doug Stewart Show.
That's a brand name. Like Pepsi, that's a brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
The Doug Stewart Show.
If you ain't stewing, what the hell are you doing? Yeah!
What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers and compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years' experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge to work for you, so they can get you the best possible settlement or solution to your tax problems. Highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they've helped thousands of people solve their tax problems. So, don't play around. Click on their link on my website and let 911 Tax Relief help you in your situation with Uncle Sam. Penis tastes better boiled.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to begin our study of the male erection. We are adults. Now, I want everybody together to go ahead and say, penis, penis, penis.
Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better boiled.
Come on, y'all, say it.
No, man. P-nuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. P-nuts. P-E-A-N-U-T-S. P-nuts. Y'all know what the hell I was saying.
Come on, y'all, say it.
All right, it's that time of the week. We got to give out some boiled penis. Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. And yeah, that time of the week. The moment you've all been waiting for. The Boiled Penis Award. To this week's Bust of the Week. All right, so here are your nominees for this week's Boiled Penis Award. The Clippers for losing a 20-point lead last night to the Houston Rockets, and they go down, and now they take it back to Game 7. It's home for them, so it's actually not home for them. They actually go on the road, so that's a bad look. So they've been nominated for a Boiled Penis Award. The Bulls, the Chicago Bulls, for losing by 20 points at home, seemingly quitting on their head coach, Tom Thibodeau. They're nominated as well. Tom Brady, the Patriots lawyers, and everybody for their rebuttal, really, and really the entire Deflategate situation and them replying and saying that Deflate and Deflator and the text messages with the equipment managers was dealing with losing weight. How dare you? Tiger Woods for paying for the Newtsy. Not only paying for the Newtsy, and another part of that whole Tiger Woods thing is before it was revealed that he was paying for the Newtsy and that he paid $15,000 for the Newtsy, and that itself would be enough to win this award, in my opinion. But he was at this press conference before that news had leaked out from Lindsey Vonn that his heart was broken in effect. You a grown-ass man. Get a hold of yourself. That sound you just heard was me slapping Tiger Woods across the damn face. Get a hold of yourself, man. You breaking so many man laws with that. Bobby Bowden for criticizing Jameis Winston this week, saying he was an embarrassment to Florida State. Paul Pierce, just for being freaking Paul Pierce. Dwight Howard for wearing a salmon-colored suit with no socks. The suit was okay, but it's the socks I got a problem with. So he's nominated. Teddy Bruschi for trying to defend Tom Brady and the Patriots. And lastly, man, and this one really hurts me, and I hate to do this, but Tree Taylor for correcting the host. So she's nominated for a Boiled Penis Award as well. And so this week's Boiled Penis Award winner is Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods wins this week's Boiled Peanuts Award. Threefold. One, for paying for the Newtsy when he could get just about any chick he wants. Everybody know who the hell Tiger Woods is. He's got kind of some fame about himself. Number two, paying for it. $15,000. Now, it's bad enough that you get caught with a hooker or whatever and you pay for it, but $15,000? You know many hookers you can buy with $15,000? Allegedly, from what I've heard. And then lastly, man, breaking the ultimate man law, getting behind a microphone in front of a camera and crying about, your LOX chick. I mean, how dare you, Tiger? So you're this week's Boiled Peanuts Award winner. All right, there you go. Pastor Troy, no more playing GA coming on in a little bit on the Doug Stewart Show. Stay tuned for that. Pass the word. Tell somebody about the Doug Stewart Show. If you're a company out there and you'd like to partner with the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and let's do some business, man. We are doing fantastic. This is like the 8th month on air, and the show is just like growing like crazy. Over 6,000 followers on Spreaker, and you need to follow the show on Spreaker, by the way. I haven't even looked at it in a long time, but I'm going to guess we're probably at 130,000 listens to the show. It's fantastic. It's going great. But we need you to tell people about the show. So tell people about the show, and if you're a company out there and you'd like to partner with us, great demo of listeners, dudes, middle-aged dudes that love sports. They love passionate sports talk. They love realness, okay? They love realness. And mostly Metro Atlanta. But we're national, we're worldwide, the Doug Stewart Show doing big, big things. So email me if you'd like to partner and do some business together. Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Yes, sir. Seattle's Bruce Irvin says that he will be playing for the Atlanta Hawks in 2016. He says, quote, "I'm going to be in Atlanta next season," he told blacksportsonline.com. while attending the Eastern Conference semifinals in Atlanta on Wednesday night. Now, you know Bruce Irvin's from here. He's got some type of contract dispute with the Seattle Seahawks. They didn't pick up his option for 2016 of $7.8 million. You know he played for Dan Quinn in that defense out there in Seattle and flourished. Actually had 16.5 sacks, I believe, in 3 years, his first 3 years in the league. So it's a perfect fit for him to come play in Atlanta. I would like to see that happen. Him on one side and Vic Beasley on the other. I mean, that's good. That's good. That's real good stuff right there. So I would love to see that happen. And now there's no tampering type charges that can be made against Seattle or against the Falcons or anything. Bruce Irvin was very vague in saying he liked to play for the Atlanta Hawks. The guy just made a statement. Or the Atlanta Falcons. He just made a statement. So there's no tampering issues that are involved. And also, in a recent survey of 14,071 registered voters conducted from May 7th to May 10th, public policy polling found that not only do 77% of people find Jordan to be the greatest NBA player of all time, but 34%, listen to this, 34% of those same people said Michael Jordan would beat LeBron James one-on-one right now. All right, so a couple of things about the story. You heard me correctly. 34% of those people thought that a 52-year-old Michael Jordan would beat LeBron James in a basketball game right now. No, not taking Michael Jordan at his height, one of those those scenario type questions. Taking Michael Jordan right now, old ass Michael Jordan you always see wearing old man jeans and whatnot. Old man Michael Jordan you always see with a cigar in his mouth, looking like he just drank a half pint of liquor and just got off the golf course. Michael Jordan today, 34% of the people polled think that Michael Jordan could beat LeBron James in a basketball game right now. So a couple of things. I really believe that I think that these people that thought that, first of all, let me say I don't believe that to be the case. I think that's ridiculous. And, I think Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time, like most people do, like the 77% of these people did as well. But I don't even believe that LeBron James would lose a basketball game right now to not only Michael Jordan, but to anybody in the world right now, okay? Not a 52-year-old Michael Jordan. That's just not realistic. That's not reasonable. So I believe that these people that answered that Jordan could beat him right now, they were confused. They probably thought that the question was, in his height, if you could put them together, LeBron James right now, Michael Jordan at the best point of his career. That's what they probably were confused about. I'm going to believe that. Having said that, if I'm wrong about that, you have 10% or 34% of the people in effect are saying that Jordan could have won this basketball game, right? This one-on-one matchup. So that means every 10 people that are listening to the show right now and that are in the chat room right now, every 10 people in the chat room, there's 3.4 people in the chat room right now for every 10 that thinks that Michael Jordan can win this game. If that's the case, I need for you to hit me up in the Spreaker chat and explain to me your rationale. Explain to me your rationale. Seriously. Once again, 34% of this poll, of the people polled, thought that Michael Jordan could beat LeBron James in a basketball game right now. So, in effect, that's 34-point-something%, right? So that means 3 out of 10 people listening to the Doug Stewart Show right now believe that to be the case as well. I need those 3 people to let me know what they're, what the hell are they thinking? It's as simple as that. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. A little bit later, we're going to talk to Pastor Troy. Let me read more of your chat before we jump to a break. And the chat is the way to go on the Doug Stewart Show all the time. From Clay Davis's Sheet Advisor. Top 5 Get Hyped artists: Little John, Drama, Archie, Pastor Troy, Bone Crusher. That's a very good list. A lot of those being played today for the Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally here on the Doug Stewart Show. From Glenn Hicks: Doug, do you really have to write it? Tree, get him. I guess he's talking about whenever for the last couple of days, I've been writing down nominees for the Boiled Peanuts Award, just like in the middle of the show. From Eugene Jackson, yeah, I do have to write it. I'm kind of old school like that. From Eugene Jackson, rest in peace to the great B.B. King. You are a legend. Yeah, man, rest in peace to the great B.B. King. 89 years old. He had a good run. And I guess this is for my homies. It's appropriate right now, but we got all this other Atlanta stuff going on today. So maybe tomorrow we'll pay homage to the great B.B. King, or on Monday. Today is Friday. From William Mack 1, whoever don't know who Pastor Troy is runs away with the BPA. Yeah, they didn't win. I mean, it was just staunch competition this week. Tree, once again, eluded the BPA. I don't know how she continues to do it. I just don't know how it continues to happen. I mean, every week there's always staunch competition. I want to give it to Tree. I mean, if she deserves it, I mean, I have no problem giving it to her. That didn't come out right. No, I didn't mean it like that. What I'm saying is, if you deservingly win the BPA, then that's it. That's fine. I'm not giving you the BPA just because you're my friend. You're the producer to the Doug Stewart Show. I can't be biased. I always rail on other people on being biased in this industry, so I'm not going to be biased, Tree. I'm sorry. That's my ethics coming into play.
Larry would allow you to do that anyway.
Who?
Larry. Management.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Me and Larry's talked about it before, and Larry's okay with giving it to you if you deserve it. I mean, bottom line. I mean, we just got to keep it real around here on the Doug Stewart Show. From Niner for Life. Then the Monty Williams firing isn't talked about, but we want to say Jerry Rice cheated, but not Brady. Yeah, there's always double standards, man. There is. I mean, that's why you got the Doug Stewart Show, though. I need Troy to come on with Rhonda. Laugh out loud. Who the hell is Rhonda? Montana Jones. Only problem with Tiger, all his women look like skinny 14-year-old white boys. Go get a sister. Nah, Tiger ain't messing with no sister. You can forget that, Jack. Huh?
You and I talked about that, how they all look exactly alike.
They all look the same. I mean, little, slender, blonde-headed chicks. I mean, that's his preference. That's fine. But he might need to switch that up a little bit. He ain't going to get no sister now. That's asking too much. He's not going to get no sister. All right, when we get back from the break, man, more of your chat, more sports talk. And we got to mention this Jalen Rose, Chris Webber feud going down right now. It's crazy. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this. You own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com. Good luck to the Atlanta Hawks as they travel to D.C. tonight to handle their business. The Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally going down today on the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic Friday to you. Be careful in them streets this weekend, man. The city going to be popping this weekend. Starting tonight, I'm sure sports bars are going to be packed and loaded and people trying to root the Hawks on to victory. I think I might get out tonight as well. Speaking of people in the streets, every time I go out in these streets, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I tell y'all every single day to tell one person, to tell two people about the Doug Stewart Show. Every time I go out in these streets, people always say, when are you coming back on radio? When are you coming back on radio? Ninja, I've been on radio. And if the next person say to me, when you coming back on radio, I'm like, that's what I feel like doing. Man, we've been doing this show for 8 months, but I'm telling you, it's hard. It's kind of like you're listening, so you kind of get it. It's so easy to listen to the Doug Stewart Show, but I think because we're so used to listening to terrestrial radio and turning on your radio in the car or turning on your radio at your desk, your little portable radio or whatever, that there's kind of like a mental block for people in listening to an online show. Don't you love the damn show? Huh? Don't you love it? And it's easy. It's easy. So we actually, and I guess the reason this came up is a couple of days ago, me and my brother had a meeting with a guy. We had to go meet a man about a horse, a long story. And it's kind of, intertwined with radio and doing some big things in the future. And so Ryan posted a picture of me and the guy. The guy's name is Mike Hoffman. Shouts out to Mike Hoffman. And so people started speculating about what do we got going on? When are we coming back on radio? Well, there's some things going on. I'll get into it a little bit later. But listen, this is as good. As a matter of fact, in a lot of ways, what we're doing on the Doug Stewart Show is not only groundbreaking, but it's even better than radio because we worldwide. It's not even hard. If you download the app, boom, bap, bip, you're in. So try to explain that to your peoples. Tell them to get out of the dark ages. We doing it big over here, man, at the Doug Stewart Show. I mean, real big. And if they tell you they don't understand how to listen to the radio, you punch them in the gut like this. Just like that. You just hit them again, too. Like that. This is the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the realest, trillest show in America. That's a little PSA, public service announcement. I mean, really and truly, man, this show should be like the biggest show in the world. And, I mean, it's on the way, but it should happen a whole lot faster is the point I'm trying to make. From Stringer, DSGB, Help Me Rhonda, Are We Cutting, Vice Versa, Riding Big. I'm not sure of a couple of these songs. I remember Vice Versa. That's a Pastor Troy cut, a classic cut. Speaking of which, Pastor Troy is coming up in about 10 minutes. Help Me Rhonda, don't remember that. I guess that's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. I've been in Atlanta for 20 years, and I'm 45 years old right now. So a lot of this new stuff on the radio right now, I'm just out of touch with a lot of this new stuff. From the Kicking It with Kissy, Troy moved to the A. Cats from Augusta was trying to kill him. They hated him from around there. Why? Ooh, I hope that's not true. Pastor Troy, good people. We've had him in studio many, many times before. From Glenn Hicks, Pastor Troy had that song with Timbaland too. J.B. Jennings, the Pastor Troy, Get You Right. Well, that's a Pastor Troy-ism. J-Rob, Friday show should have a guest and extend to 3 hours. It should, man, but we need that money. We got bills to pay. Adding another bill, adding another hour means adding another bill. I mean, it's a long technical way, but we're working towards it, brother. Thank you very much, man, for wishing and hoping that we could get another hour. It's going to happen very soon here. Eddie Mo 2.0. I remember Pastor Troy pulled up to the Club Kaya back in the day in a bright yellow Ford F-650. Boy, the good old days. The good old days. Niner for life. You know the Puppet Factory doesn't want to talk Brady. They probably cried after they made that report. But I'm supposed to dog Tiger. My teapot is heating up. Ain't nobody dogging Tiger. But he damn sure got that BPA for paying $15,000 for a chick. Jungle Brother, Ain't No Play in GA is a classic. Fat Boy McCoon, Are We Cutting It? Probably his biggest commercial hit. The Kicking It with Kissy show. No More Play in GA. Archie's, We Ready. Welcome to Atlanta. Why didn't we, I forgot all about We Ready, and I actually sung it today, but that wasn't one of the tunes that I suggested. I don't think we even had space to play it. But, yeah, We Ready by Archie, classic Atlanta song. Chucktown Frank, God gave Tiger a talent, putting balls in many holes. He messed that up by getting married, so now he has to pay the price. God said he would not destroy the world like before, but he never said He would not make an ungrateful ninja pay. That's classic. That might be the post of the week. Putting balls in many holes. Shouts out to you, Chucktown Frank. Doug, I said the same thing also. Who is Pastor Troy? I'm not from Georgia, Doug. Miss Mocha Bella. Yeah, Miss Mocha Bella's from Florida. And now that I think about it, Pastor Troy is kind of like a Georgia-centric thing. Southeast. And, he's like, a lot of different cities got their own, local talent. In Atlanta, there's so many, obviously, that are in the game, the rap game, quote unquote, but don't have a national presence. Y'all from Atlanta, y'all remember Big Oomp Records? Big Oomp Records had, as a matter of fact, speaking of Greenbrier Flea Market, I think Big Oomp had a shop or a store over there. But Big Oomp Records was a local, big time. I guess they're almost like quasi, very small and big time record label here in Atlanta. And they used to put out like a ton of artists, CDs, singles, or whatever. And they were kind of like the blueprint for independent record labels here in Atlanta. And I don't think they're still in business. I haven't heard anything about Big Oomp Records in many, many years. And that's pronounced Oomp. Ooh. O-O-M-P. But yeah, so Pastor Troy might fall under the umbrella of local, statewide artists as far as being known. Sandman, yes, nominated as ASAP. Don't know Pastor Troy. Fatboy McCoon, laugh out loud. Fred Mack nominated. He was nominated, but he did not win. Tiger Woods won that today. The Kicking It With Kissy store. Shout out to the record stores in the A. Airwax. Big Oomp, my man, Kicking It With Kissy. Airwax. Okay, so how can I describe Earwax? Earwax had their own spot as well. When I first moved to Atlanta, Airwax was right on the corner of Peachtree and I can't remember the street over in that area, but it was almost like where the Gladys Knights Chicken and Waffles place is right now. But then they subsequently moved again to another location. And I think Earwax is still open, but you got Earwax, Big Oomp, A to Z Records, Criminal Records, DB Sounds, Lady T Music, and Peppermint Records. You remember the great Peppermint Records. Shouts out to all of the ATL record labels that kind of made a name for themselves. And my record label's name was Little Kings. It was Little Kings Records. As well as we had number one records as well. Like, KRS-One, I'm still number one as well. So we didn't make it to the level of Big Oomp and Peppermint Records and all of those guys. But shouts out to all of the ATL independent record, entities from Stringer. You used to be able to get IDs at Greenbrier Flea Market, allegedly. What? I wouldn't doubt that at all. I was talking about Greenbrier Flea Market a little bit earlier. From Wizard Kelly, Stringer, my boy, got his fake ID from there back in the day. Vince Wright, Doug was a poor man's Master P. Who knew? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. A very, very poor man's Master P. We actually did some big things. We sold some records, but here's the thing that I realized about Atlanta, and I guess, me being not from here and being somewhat naive, little country boy, whatever. Atlanta, the music industry in Atlanta is very, very cliquish, okay? It's very, very cliquish. For the most part, if you don't know or you're not locked in and in tune with the Dungeon Family or and another thing that I realized, too, is a lot of the artists and a lot of people that have influence in the record industry in Atlanta, a lot of them went to Mays High School. I'm telling you. So if you didn't grow up in the SWATs and if you weren't down with the Dungeon Family, it was hard to get your foot into the door for showcases and some of those type of industry type things. And so over years, man, we tried very, very hard. We put in a very good effort with the little independent record label that I started. But it just didn't work out, and it wasn't making money, and cats had jobs, and they had started getting married, and cats started having kids. So we had to let it go. But it was real good, good stuff, good fun. I learned a lot, evidently, like I just told you. Learned a lot, learned about politics and relationships and that type of thing. But, yeah, in Atlanta, man, Atlanta is very cliquish. They take care of their own, and actually that's a good thing, I think. They take care of their own. Like, if you know one artist and they brought in somebody else, chances are that's their cousin or they went to high school together. They look out for each other in ATL. I mean, that's word. That's word. At the end of the day, I guess that's a good thing. I guess it is. I love ATL. Shouts out to the Hawks, man. Today is a virtual pep rally. A virtual pep rally. We need the Hawks to get it done tonight in D.C. When we get back, we'll talk to Pastor Troy and wrap up today's show. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a fantastic Friday, and it's the Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally. And man, been talking about it all day long. Right now, we are joined by the great Pastor Troy.
Hey, what it is,
What up, Pastor?
Man, I'm Man, I always do it, man. The rooting these Hawks on the victory, baby. We going all the way, baby.
We going to lead the Hawks to victory, and we are talking to Pastor Troy. Now, you said y'all at a pep rally or a tailgate already?
Okay, we Peter Street, man. Come on back and get your real, baby.
So, wait a minute. You kind of went out just now. So, y'all are on Peter Street tailgating already for the Atlanta Hawks tonight.
Yeah, man, 7 o'clock, man. We got to start this party early, man. We doing it like it's a college football game, man.
That's what's up. Talking to Pastor Troy right now with the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, man. So I asked you to come on, man. I hadn't talked to you in a long time. I wanted to help give some Hawks love and to give some good luck to the Atlanta Hawks. Before we even get into that and your thoughts about this game tonight, man, what has Pastor Troy been up to these days?
Man, I've been chilling, man. I've been doing a lot of good stuff, man. I have my distribution network that I started, man. It's called Mars Distribution, man. That's a lot of the big problem with the young dudes right now with the music, man. They make a lot of music, but they don't know how to sell it or distribute it, man. So that's the kind of capacity I've been working right now, man. It's cool for me.
Talking to Pastor Troy right now, the Doug Stewart Show. This song actually, man, No More Playing GA is the anthem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the fight song, and it has been the fight song since it came out many, many years ago. When people see you in them streets, do they always bring up this song and how hype it gets them?
Man, I love it too, man. You know what I mean? It just brings back so many good memories, man. You know, from, hey, man, I was in college. Hey, man, I was this, I was that. You know what I mean? I was glad I was a part of people's lives like that, man, because I ain't going nowhere, man. I can perform that song anytime. Hey, my new name, Frankie Beverly, man. Y'all hashtag me Frankie Beverly, baby.
All right, so I got to ask the backstory, and I think when we had you in studio one time before, I think I may have asked you, but for the new listeners, everybody knows what the song is about at the beginning. You actually make a phone call to Master P, and you talked about y'all got tanks and y'all want a war, this, that, and the other. We can go to war. I mean, where did that all come from? Right. Where did that all come from? Is there real beef between you and Master P?
Hey, I call it, I say it came from being young and stupid because I doubt if I did it today. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I was that young and free, man, and took those chances, man, because it works out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People dissing me every day, man. We'll never hear those songs.
Yeah. And you know what? At the time, it was so perfect because, like, Georgia was trying to get on the map. No Limit was breaking out. But Georgia and ATL still wanted their respect. And the whole sentiment was like, we ain't scared. Right.
Time, man.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm talking about, man. And then just the whole rivalry between Atlanta and New Orleans anyway.
Right.
Added fuel to the fire, man.
Right. With the Saints and the Falcons, that's good stuff, man. Hey, bro, well, I appreciate your time, man. Once again, go ahead and give good luck to the Atlanta Hawks. Hopefully they can get their business done tonight.
Hey, man, you already know. T, baby, if you listening, take over, baby. It's on you, Zero. It's on you, baby.
There he is. Pastor Troy right there on the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for coming on, bro. We're going to holler.
Hey, much love, baby. You already know, Doug. Later.
There he is, Pastor Troy right there on the Doug Stewart Show. I love that guy, man. Now, if the Hawks win tonight, then we got to have him back on for the Eastern Conference playoffs. I mean, that's the plan. So it's kind of like a good luck charm type thing. I mean, it's going to be a routine. Pastor Troy has got to come on the Doug Stewart Show on the day they play in the playoffs. All right, 404-382-0338. You still got a couple minutes to get your call in if you'd like. And it is a fantastic Friday, and all day long I have called this the Atlanta Hawks virtual pep rally, and I hope they get it done tonight. I don't want it to be kind of cool to win again Game 7 here in Atlanta, but, I mean, don't take any chances. I mean, just handle your business tonight. Go up there to D.C. You've got a John Wall not at 100%. You've got an old-ass Paul Pierce. And I think it's your time. I think it's the time for the Atlanta Hawks to handle their business, so hopefully they can do that, all right? Yeah. Shouts out to the Hawks. Shouts out to Pastor Troy. Let me read a couple more of these chat messages before we get out of here today on a fantastic Friday from Grego. Tree, you know Brady don't need it. You corrected the boss. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that was bad. And Tree actually scathed by again and did not win this week's Boyle Penis Award. From Texas Ty, what's the voting look like? Put the numbers up. Tree doesn't protect Doug at the bar, and then she overreacts him or overcorrects him. What does it take? Tree 25, Tom Brady, Pats 5, Tiger 2, the 47th problem. Yeah, Tree, I'm telling you, There's nothing biased about this voting. If Tree deserves to win, I mean, she's going to win. But it's hard to beat Tiger this week. It's as simple as that. From the 47th problem, Tiger deserved every bit of that BP award. No less than 20 man law rule violations since 2010. Yeah, if you talk about in its whole and all of the man laws that Tiger Woods have broken throughout, the last couple of years, I mean, he should have won this award many, many times before. From Vince Wright, God's favorite girl wins again. That's right. I mean, Tree is God's favorite girl. She wins again, or she doesn't win. Clay Davis's she advisor. Jordan would get his ass kicked by LeBron. I believe that too. Harvey Scott, people are stupid. LeBron is the most disrespected player in history. The hate is real. Casey, Jordan beats LeBron. How many of these people are close friends with the old man from the tavern? That's a constant theme on the show, it looks like. From Leon, real talk, Jordan wouldn't beat LeBron every time in Jordan's prime. Real talk, Jordan wouldn't beat LeBron every time in Jordan's prime. No, I think if Jordan and LeBron played in Jordan's prime, and they played 10 times, I think Jordan would win probably 7. I think Jordan would win 7 because I just think psychologically he just bitch slap LeBron James. I mean, it's as simple as that. He just eat him out, mentally. From the 47 problem, love Jordan, but he would break a hip trying to play one-on-one with LeBron James. He probably would. Montana Jones, just don't understand why so much hate towards LBJ. Married, same girl from high school, never caught up in BS, don't pay hookers. I added that in. Plays team ball and the best at what he does. Well, for me, and you know the story of me and LeBron, for me, I've totally, gone the other direction as far as my fandom towards LeBron James. I had a real problem with LeBron going and playing with another superstar. There's a lot more to it, but that's what it was in a nutshell. I really had more respect and admiration and belief in LeBron James' skill than I think he did. And I had a problem as a fan. Now, that was a me problem, and I didn't go around, just openly bashing LeBron James. But when somebody asked me about LeBron James, I told them. And that's what it was. And I was real about it. But since he's going back to Cleveland, I've done a total 180, man. A total 180 on LeBron James. I'm actually kind of rooting for the guy. I am. And so I think it'd be great if they were to win a title there in Cleveland. Man, a tremendous show today. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee! Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. I really do appreciate it. Shouts out to all of the Stewies. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Be careful out there. Thank you, Tree, for all that you did today on the Doug Stewart Show. The Tree of Life. You dodged another BPA. Waterhead Walter. Dwayne Vasson. Gerald Oliveri. Man, thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, Monday we are doing the show live at Macio's Kids' 8th Annual Charity Golf Classic. All right? And you still got an opportunity, if you'd like, to be in the house in the chairman's box for $100. Give my folks a call at System 5 Electronics, 404-756-0736, and come and hang out with me, Maceo Brown, and a bunch of great sponsors. All right, that's this Monday. The Doug Stewart Show goes on the road live at Maceo Brown's Charity Golf Classic. Maceo's Kids. All right, so we'll do it again Monday. As I just told you, live at Maceo Brown's Charity Golf Tournament. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace!